I'm Kevin Klein, City Councillor for Charleswood, Tuxedo, Westwood. Let's talk about a motion that was passed unanimously at the Mayor's Executive Policy Committee meeting today. This is a motion you will hear very little about. In fact, I would be surprised if it made any of the media outlets because there's other things going on with the agenda that are going to take their attention away from this. And this is the type of motion that I want to bring to your attention. I'm going to do this more often because it's unacceptable. It makes absolutely no sense to me that this would pass with no questions. Not one elected official, not one city councillor on the EPC asked about this motion. A motion that is increasing fees and charges to you. Tax increase, got a frontage fee increase. I'm almost certain they're going to come after you for impact fees again. There's bus rates going up. It's unbelievable what we raise and say we're keeping taxes at 2.3%. There is a much better way to do that. Just be honest about what we're charging and put it into the property tax and be done with it. Let's have that conversation, but let's be accountable for it. Let's not play games, because that's what this is a game. Mayor Bowman complained about the fact that the province of Manitoba charged or made it too costly for people to participate in an appeal, right? That was at council and at EPC several months ago, and he continues to complain about the province, but that was one of the big ones. Well, you'll be happy to know that his complaining has paid off. Because you will now have to pay more to appeal. In fact, it was free at the City of Winnipeg, and after Mayor Bowman complained about the province, you will now pay $250. So if you don't like a decision that was made in your neighborhood for a zoning or an application or a permit, you're now going to have to pay $250. If you got a fine from the city, you disagree with it, you think you were done wrong by, or you have evidence to prove that the city was wrong, you were right, you will have to pay $250 for that. You don't get it back if you win. You just have to pay that. Let me go through some of the other ones because it's disheartening to see stuff like this. This is the politics that the reason why I agreed to put my name on a ballot. This is what I have been against my entire life. Just be open and honest. We work for you. It's your money. It's your money. You deserve to know this stuff. And the fact that not one councillor asked a question, I just think is unfair. Dereliction of duty, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to increase the fees for library rentals. So if you want to rent a room at a library, say you need to rent an auditorium or whatever, 28%. It's going to go up by 28%. Room rentals, for example, at our recreation facilities. So if you want a gymnasium, it's going up. An auditorium, 28%. That's going up by 28%. Swimming pools, the rates are going up there. This is the one that really, really bothers me. Single admission for daytime. So there is a discount for if you go and swim during the day when it's less busy and there's not as many people there. That's going up 5.1%. The one that really stands out, outdoor swimming pools. If you would like to buy a seasonal pass for your family, it's going to cost you almost 50% more, from $100 to $150 for you to buy a pass for your family. Thank you, EPC. If you want to appeal someone, we talked about administrative fees for business improvement zones. So businesses are having a tough time right now, but they pay a fee to be a part of these business zone improvements. The city gives money and they collect money and they have the business zones in operation. They're going to have to pay almost 10% more than they did last year. I know times are tough. They're tough for us. You're going to have to pay 10% more. Cemeteries, a lot of pricing for funerals and such are going up as much as 15%. 15%. Some of them are going up, 23.9% for some things at our cemeteries. If you write a check to the City of Winnipeg and it bounces, it goes NSF, as they say. And that happens to some people. I totally understand that, and it happens for different reasons. But if you do it to the City of Winnipeg, that's gone up almost 8%. You'll now have to pay $71 for a check that bounced. $71. But the one that you need to sit down for, the last couple here, you really need to sit down for this. Because you know that the EPC and the mayor, that EPC party +2 with the 2 deputy mayors, they voted to decrease the rate of parking for downtown because businesses got very vocal. It became a media item. It was a hot topic. It was everyone knew about it. Everyone was talking about it. It looked bad. It looked bad on the mayor. It looked bad on the politicians. And it was just a bad thing. So they reacted to that and they lowered the price, which is good because the price went up far, far too much. I'm not saying they made the wrong decision. But did they leave it at that? No. So what happens? For some of you that park on the street, you'll know that there's time-limited parking in some of our residential areas. And all you have to do is pay a $25 a year fee and you can park there because you live there. You would think your taxes would cover it and you'd get one pass per household even, just a small token of our appreciation for taking your money. But we were charging $25. That's going up 300%. Instead of paying $25 a year to park on your street, you will now have to pay $100 a year to park on your own street. I ask you, who's paying for the change in the exchange? If you want to hire a police officer, even though the mayor and others won't say it, when you see police officers at grocery stores or other stores, especially during the Christmas rush, people pay for that. And the city makes a profit. This is true, I know. Question me all you want. They make a profit. And a tidy profit. So we're going to make it even more expensive. That's going up by 3.6% an hour. 3.6% an hour. Parking at the library, the Millennium Library, well, that's going up. Jets price, you know, when you go there and you park for the Jets, that's going up by 20%. 20%. I wonder how they're making up the revenue that they would lose in the exchange. Surface parking lots in the area, they're going up. Moose event parking, that's going up 20%. Golf fees, we get very little golfers as it is, so of course we're going to lower those prices and make it more available to residents. Oh, no. That's going up. Cart rental or a bag rental is going up by 33%. Cart rental by 10%. I can go on and on and on. This should not happen. This should be a better review at budget time. Why wasn't this a part of the budget? The mayor, Councillor Gillingham, they all pretend like they're all in favor of cost cutting and keeping our costs tight. No, you're not. If we did a zero-based budget review, we would catch this and we could have conversations about this. They don't seem to understand that if people park easier, if it's not too much trouble for them, more will come and more they will spend at businesses, and the more they spend at businesses, well, we make business tax, so we'll make more money. All the empty places downtown might get filled by somebody if people were coming downtown. Why aren't we having those discussions? Because we're not a part of the mayor and his EPC party. Call your councillor, even if they're on EPC. They should be listening to you, not to someone else. You elected them, not somebody else. You can re-elect them or not re-elect them, not somebody else. They need to answer to you. That's not happening. Take care.